Thanks for coming back to the Hags Overlanding YouTube channel. This time, we've got apple pie quesadillas. Let's get into it. I'm going to start preheating the burner here. We're going to cook these over medium to medium-low heat. Got that all preheating. Today I've got my cinnamon sugar mixture, which is about a quarter cup of sugar to about half a tablespoon of cinnamon, or to taste as you like it, thinner or thicker. I've got some butter for the grill. I've got some apple pie filling. This is just your basic canned apple pie filling from the store. It's been taken out of the can and chopped up to a smaller chunk so it works easier with this recipe. And I've got small flour tortillas. I've also got a few plates. I've got a brush, we'll need them a little bit, a spatula, a fork and a spoon, a knife to cut them up with later, and let's get going. I'm going to start with a spatula here, take some butter, get it onto the griddle. Not quite warm enough yet. We'll let that get to sizzle and we'll come back to that in just a second. A couple steps to make this easier for a camping trip is to mix your cinnamon and sugar first. Put it in a shaker style container. Makes it easier to transport. You don't have to be mixing it up and spilling all over on the trail. And then chop up your apples at home, just so you don't have to do it out on the trail. One can will last one or two people 3 or 4 days maybe. Couple if you want more, or one can will last a camp a short time if there's several people, especially kids, around. There we go. Let's take this fork, because I might need some butter on the fork later. We'll just do like this, scrape it off and get that going. One plate here, I'm going to set the end of the spatula and the fork in so I don't get my counters all dirty. Another plate here, pull a tortilla out. I will do a couple of them for this video. And just set them right here on top of the plate, make sure they're separated nicely. Open my Ziploc bag here. Now, of course, you can do this in Rubbermaid or Tupperware containers if you like. This Ziploc stores easier in the fridge, takes up less space overall, and it's easier to dispose or carry back with you, pack it out, because, well, it takes up a heck of a lot less room than a washable container or the can. I'm going to spread these apples over about, well, there comes the sun, over about half of the tortilla here. Set that down, close that back up so I don't decide to fall anywhere. And I think it was a mistake putting the second tortilla half there. Just push it down, get rid of this one for now. And I'm just going to take this fork and squeeze them together a little bit. I tried this once and didn't do that, and the apple pie filling decided to leak out all over the place. This all squeezed together. That's why you leave the ½ inch around the edge to avoid something like that. Turn it over one more time, squeeze them together. Spread this butter out again and set it on. Well, that side's browning. Get a second one ready here. Again, leaving that gap around the edge. Make sure that You can squeeze it out, zip that back closed. I think that's going to be the last one for today because, well, I don't eat that many when I'm alone. Set it back down here. Let's have a look at this one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, okay. Well, that second side's cooking. Let's get this one squeezed down. Oh, we're getting there. Fall is coming back. So let's see if we can get these done kind of quickly here. I know I can't move any faster than what the heat on what the heat on here is. But see what we can do. Fortunately, I'm doing this from the shop today, so if I have to put things away, it's right there. Get the next set of butter ready to go, because you need to butter these after each one. They soak up a lot. That's about right. Plus we have a second use for the butter. Throw you down. Bring our plate with the finished one over. We'll soak up some of that butter with the brush. Just like that. And we'll take our cinnamon sugar mixture right over the top. Give it a quick flip on the plate here. Looks like we're going to put a little bit more butter on there. There we go. More cinnamon and sugar for this side. Let's see how we're doing here. Oh, I like that. Very nice. Hope I'm not too washed out here. The sun kind of came up at an odd angle on me. I thought it was going to be overcast all day. We'll go at it. Starting to look good. Flipped it once. I'm going to brush this one just a little bit early because this is looking kind of dry right there. Now, if you're cooking a whole bunch of these, there's probably enough room on the griddle here. In fact, I know there's enough room on the griddle here where you could do two at once, or even do two full tortillas and then cut them in half that way. But I think this way makes for a better hand pie kind of feeling. Squeeze some of these edges back down. They don't seem to want to hold. I found this recipe on a random scroll through Facebook. One of those random things that shows up when you start doing recipes, like Facebook knows. Alright, through the magic of time and editing, we're going to take this one off. Come over here, gather up some of the butter, brush it on. Back over here, first side, cinnamon and sugar. quick flip. Back over to the butter. For some reason I haven't shut this off yet. So I want to keep this, well, I guess I could have shut it off. Keep this nice and melted and hot. Nice thin coating. Straight back over here to cinnamon sugar. There we go. Shut that off, let it cool down. Grab some paper towel. Fold up nice so I don't burn myself. And we'll wipe the excess off. So we have apple pie quesadillas. Some of the variations you can do on this, I wish I had some with me today, but before you fold it over, you can drizzle some caramel sauce in there and make it a caramel apple pie. I'm going to have to try that one of these days, but I don't have any caramel sauce today. Alright, let's get this cut up. Simple quarters just like that. Okay, check that out. Nice, easy, quick apple pie quesadilla. A little bit messy, but worth the time. So, apple pie quesadilla, definite yes. Take some prep work beforehand, but it's worth the time. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Instagram, both of those at Hags Overlanding. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, all around. Hit that bell notification so you know when the next video comes out. Thanks for watching.